Few names resonate through the annals of martial arts and film history like Bruce Lee. His untimely demise, shrouded in mystery and spawning countless theories, echoes through the decades. This video delves into the aspects of his death not commonly narrated, tracing his final day, piecing together the enigma, and examining the speculated theories surrounding his sudden demise. Bruce Lee's last day. The date was July 20th, 1973, an ordinary summer day in Hong Kong, save for the extraordinary circumstances that were about to unfold. Bruce Lee, the man who defied traditional martial arts norms, embraced cinema, and stormed his way into global stardom, woke up oblivious to the fact that it would be his last day. His schedule for the day was routine. A meeting with Raymond Chow, his friend and business partner, was on the agenda. Chow was an influential figure in the Hong Kong film industry. Being the co-founder of Golden Harvest, a film production distribution and exhibition company. They were to discuss their upcoming project Game of Death, which Lee was scripting, directing and starring in. Following a productive meeting, they drove to the residence of Taiwanese actress Betty Ting to pay for a dinner meeting. Betty, a rising star, had been cast in the Game of Death, and Lee had spent significant time with her discussing their roles and planning scenes. It was in her apartment that the first threads of the tragic tapestry started to be woven. During the meeting, Lee complained about an intense headache. Known for his physical vitality and robust health, a complaint from him about discomfort was uncharacteristic. It's reported that Betty gave him a painkiller, Equagesic, which was a combination of aspirin and a tranquilizer called meprobamate. Lee decided to rest before their planned dinner, retiring to a bedroom in the apartment. The subsequent events unfurled, rapidly and ominously. Bruce Lee's last day, which started ordinarily, took an unanticipated turn as the hours rolled on. His deteriorating health soon spiraled into a medical emergency, with Lee falling into a coma. The maverick martial artist, who had defied boundaries and conventions throughout his life, now lay incapacitated, poised at the edge of an insurmountable fight. The setting sun that evening marked the end of a day and a legend, casting a long, mysterious shadow that continues to mystify his fans and researchers to this day. The mysterious coma. As the minutes ticked away on that fateful evening of July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee lay unconscious and Betty Ting paced the apartment. The vibrant energy that Lee emanated had been abruptly silenced, replaced by an eerie stillness. As Lee's condition worsened, a desperate call was made to Raymond Chow, who returned to Betty's apartment. The sight that met Chow was one of shock and concern. Bruce Lee, a man known for his astounding physical fitness, was lying unresponsive. Bruce was in a coma, his body unresponsive, his powerful persona strangely silent. It was a sight that was antithetical to the dynamism and vitality Lee exuded. In a panic, Chow decided to call a doctor. In the meantime, Lee's body began to display alarming symptoms. His skin was oddly blocked, his face swollen. The doctor arrived to a horrifying sight: Bruce Lee unconscious and showing signs of grave distress. Realizing the severity of the situation, the doctor urged Chow to immediately rush Lee to the hospital. Bruce Lee was quickly transported to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong. The medical staff, under the leadership of Dr. Peter Wu, immediately set to work trying to revive the unconscious star. Despite their fervent efforts, their attempts were in vain. Bruce Lee, the icon who had revolutionized martial arts and cinema, was pronounced dead at 11:30 p.m. On July 20th, 1973, he was just 32. The suddenness of his death, coupled with his young age and exceptional health, plunged the world into shock. The cause of his coma and subsequent death was as mysterious as it was devastating. The initial autopsy report yielded few answers. The medical examiner stated that the cause of death was due to a cerebral edoema, a condition characterized by an excess accumulation of fluid in the brain, causing severe swelling. But why would a man in the peak of his health with no prior medical conditions suddenly develop a severe cerebral edoema? The bafflement deepened as medical examination showed no traces of any harmful substances in Lee's body. The autopsy reported death by misadventure, an unsatisfying conclusion that left many questions unanswered. As word spread about Bruce Lee's death, the world grappled with the loss of an icon. Fans, friends and family were left bereaved and puzzled, struggling to piece together the events that led to his untimely death. The mystery surrounding his coma leading to his death remained an enigma, eliciting a torrent of speculation and conjecture. The administration of Equagesic, the pill given to Lee by Betty Ting Pei, became a crucial point of examination. Could a simple headache pill have triggered such a devastating reaction? Questions surrounding his diet, his intense workout routine, and possible allergies were dissected in search of answers. And yet, the cause of his sudden coma remained elusive. The medical emergency that led to Bruce Lee's coma and eventual death still baffles experts. The absence of a conclusive explanation left a void filled by conjectures and theories, some rational, others bordering on the fantastical. The untimely demise of the martial arts star continues to perplex his followers, prompting a relentless quest for the truth behind the mysterious coma that ended his extraordinary life. Speculations and theories. The sudden demise of Bruce Lee, shrouded in a cloud of mystery, paved the way for an onslaught of theories, attempting to decipher his untimely death. The lack of a definitive cause and the unusual circumstances surrounding his final hours further fanned the flames of speculation. One of the first theories pointed to the painkiller Equagesic that Lee had taken on his last day. While the pill itself was common and relatively safe for most individuals, speculation arose that Lee may have had a hypersensitive reaction to one of its components. Could it be that the martial arts legend succumbed to an adverse drug reaction, an allergy perhaps? The notion was plausible but remained inconclusive due to the lack of definitive medical evidence. Further theories speculated about Lee's intense workout regime and his notorious aversion to drinking water during training. Some conjectured that his vigorous physical exertion, coupled with inadequate hydration, may have led to heat stroke, which in turn could have caused his cerebral edoema. However, this theory also failed to provide a foolproof explanation, considering Lee's extraordinary fitness levels and his expert understanding of the human body. An even more controversial theory implicated the actress Betty Ting Pei in Bruce Lee's death as the person who provided Lee with the equities IQ and the one to find him unresponsive. Suspicions around her role were inevitable. The theory was heightened by their alleged affair, adding an illicit romantic angle to the plot. However, despite the sensationalism, there was no tangible evidence to substantiate this claim. In the realm of the truly speculative, another intriguing theory emerged, drawing from the Chinese culture steeped in superstitions and folklore. This was the theory of the family curse or malediction. It was rumored that the Lee family was under a curse that claimed the lives of its male members at a young age. The unexpected death of Bruce, his son Brandon Lee, at the age of 28, in a bizarre accident on a film set, only added fuel to these rumors. Lastly, the conspiracy theories ventured into the world of organized crime. Hong Kong in the 1970s was a hotbed of triad activities, and the film industry wasn't immune to their influence. Rumors circulated that Bruce Lee had angered the triads by refusing to pay them protection money. It was conjectured that they may have poisoned him, leading to his sudden death. The speculations around Bruce Lee's death were many, ranging from the medically plausible to the wildly fantastical. Each theory had its proponents and critics, but none provided a definitive answer to the questions that surrounded his death. What was certain was that the death of Bruce Lee, the man who had captivated the world with his martial arts prowess and his groundbreaking cinematic performances, had left an indelible mark. His departure was as mysterious as it was sudden, and the quest for answers continued to intrigue his fans, scholars and conspiracy theorists alike. Bruce Lee's background and early life. To truly understand the mystery surrounding Bruce Lee's death, one must delve into the fascinating journey that was his life. As he famously said, the key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering.